Lawyers for leading Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny say he is being held in solitary confinement in a prison hospital. He was taken to the hospital earlier this week, weeks into his hunger strike. NBC News reporter Matt Bodner joins us now from Moscow. So, Matt, Navalny's doctors said they were denied access to him again yesterday. What do we know, if anything, about his current condition?
Morning, Joe. Well, the doctors were not admitted, but the lawyer was. So we got one of these information drops that we get after these lawyer visits. And well, we learned a few things. Navalny was moved into that prison hospital Sunday night. And the lawyer actually said that this hospital is really more like a facility for tuberculosis patients. So in addition to the solitary confinement element of it, it does not sound like good conditions. But we heard that when Navalny was admitted Sunday night, he was administered a glucose drip, and it took a team of 3 nurses 4 tries to administer the IV. And when they tried to do this again Monday, after 6 attempts, they had to give up because they could not find the vein. So I think this gets us an idea of his physical condition right now. And the lawyer said some other interesting things, but essentially it all comes down to him saying that we can't listen to what the Federal Prison Service is saying anymore about his treatment because it's really more lack of treatment.
Now, Matt, a letter from Navalny was posted to his Instagram account. You translated that post. What was his message?
Well, one of the things that really stuck out to me while doing that was the tone. Navalny has this really characteristic sense of wit that really comes through when he's writing, and despite everything, it's still there. You know, he started the letter by joking about how if we could see him now, we'd all laugh at him because he apparently looks like a scary skeleton. But on a more serious note, he said straight up that the weekend was very tough for him. And of course, over the weekend is when we got those very stark warnings from independent doctors that based on blood work they had seen, the potassium levels in his blood from the hunger strike are beyond critical and he could die any day. And so Navalny said he laughed when he heard that because he doesn't plan to go out so easily. He survived Novichok, a chemical weapon, and so after that, potassium doesn't seem to be a big deal for him.
And Matt, lawyers for 2 of Navalny's closest allies say they were arrested today ahead of those planned demonstrations that we've been talking about all week. What else can you tell us about how the Russian government is responding?
Sure. Well, so rounding up the usual suspects, so to speak, is always the first play we see on protest day. Earlier today, President Putin gave a major kind of State of the Union address at a convention center right outside of the Kremlin. And that is the location that Navalny's team wants the protest to rally at tonight. And so, we've already seen police barricades there because the president was there. And I think just based on what we saw in the last Navalny protest, the second one back in February, we're very likely going to see the police are going to try to essentially practice area denial, not allow the protesters to even reach that location, and either split them off into separate, more manageable groups or prevent any group of any size from forming anywhere in the city's center. And if groups do form, we'll see arrests and likely we'll see people get hurt.
All right, Matt Bodner, we know you'll stay on it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.